What's up, everyone? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys a 7-game slate here on Thursday. We're back on Prize Picks as usual, so if you haven't played Prize Picks yet, it's a great way to get your player props in. They do lines for points, assists, rebounds, PRA, three-pointers made. They go all across the board. They've added new statistics as the weeks went on, so really fun way to play. I mean, not statistics, new categories and whatnot, I should say, but it's a very simple way to play. You do the over-under on certain players like Cat right here, 23.5, over under on him. So fun way to play. We're gonna give you some of the picks that we like on this slate. I got two guys. Reoz has got two guys. So really excited to get to this one. Yesterday we both went 2-0 on YouTube, so 4-0 total on YouTube yesterday, which was awesome to see. All of our guys hit. Marcus Smart hit for me. Kevin Porter Jr. for Reoz in the assist category. So we were balling yesterday. Hoping we can keep that up today. Like I said, not everything's out yet. We have a 6-game slate, but we have a lot of good lines here I'm excited to get to. So you can sign up using promo code UPSTATE. That'll give you 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. So Riaz, tell them about the day we had yesterday, and then let them know about the Patreon content.
Yeah, we had a good day yesterday. Dale definitely had a much better day than I did, but that's okay. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/upstate. And the big thing with our Patreon is there's two of us, so you can mix and match the players that I like, the players that Dale likes, just like Prize Picks. So we offer something a little different for you. We give you hit rate articles. We have a private Discord. Just a lot of content going on YouTube and the Patreon. It will also be linked in the description below, and you can also find it at patreon.com/upstate.
So if you haven't noticed too, up in the top corners, we dropped our records. So right now I got Riaz on the Patreon with a little better hit rate right now than Riaz on the Patreon. So I saw you commenting yesterday, Ricky, riding with Team Riaz. So maybe I get a little bit more people on my side. Now we got these percentages ripping, but nah, Riaz is here. He's coming back with a vengeance today. So yeah, I'm gonna get to my first guy over here in the points category, man. It's tough for me not to mention his name if he's on the board. Gary Trent Jr. So 18 and a half points. He's just been balling, dude. Like 30 points in the last five. He's 70% in his last 10. We seen him just play Chicago, and in that game he shot, 50% over 22 shots from the field. He's played Chicago twice this year. He played Chicago back in October, and he had a really good game. He had 18 against Chicago back then too. Not enough to get over this prop, but almost there. So I mean, even back in October, he had a good stretch of games, and he's familiar with the Chicago teams. The third time they played this season. Chicago, they're without some of their best guys in terms of on the defensive side of the ball. They're 16th in points allowed, and he's been averaging 22.6 shot attempts from the field in his last 5 games. So I'm gonna keep riding this hot hand, and let's be aware, man. I love to ride hot hands. We saw, Embiid do it in the month of January. We saw Kuzma ride, go crazy for the stretch of 8 to 10 games. Gary Trent's not going to average 30 the rest of his career. he's gonna bust one of these games, but I think this game he definitely can keep over this 18 and a half. Might not be a 30 bomb, but I definitely can see 22, 23. Hopefully he doesn't make us sweat, but I'm willing to keep riding these bars out.
Yeah, without a doubt. And to still stay in the points, the first guy I want to talk about is Steph Curry here. We know the slump he's been on. We saw a nice 29 points against Minnesota, and then he dropped 40 against Houston, which was unbelievable 2 games ago. It was nice to see that he finally got some rest against the Spurs, and now he plays this Kings team that gives up a ton of points. They can't seem to stop anybody. Steph Curry, the volume of shots, even with Clay coming back, even with Andrew Wiggins playing really well. I really love this line at 24 and a half. I like that it's kind of hovering right around here for a couple weeks now since he's been struggling, but I think him coming off a day's rest is really nice to see. I think it was much needed, and he's going to get back on track. It was awesome to see the 40 points. The volume of shots, the minutes will always be there for Steph Curry, so it's hard to fade someone with so much talent that can go out there and get you 30, 35, even 40 like he did a couple nights ago. So I like the over at 24 and a half.
Yeah, not to mention, 20 of those points came in the fourth quarter against that Houston team. So he can light up quick and early on in that game. So Steph Curry, awesome pick. I agree, man, at 24 and a half. So I'm going to get to a guy in rebounds here that I really like. for my next pick. I'm going to go Nikola Vucevic here at 11.5 rebounds. So in that same Toronto and Chicago game. So I'm hoping this game stays close. Right now, Chicago is 3.5 point dog, which is surprising. I thought it'd be a little bit closer. I think maybe Chicago would come in as the favorite, but no, Chicago, they're the dogs here, 3.5. I think the game could stay close. Toronto's been involved in a lot of close games. So was Chicago. I mean, that was a close game with Portland. And I mean, I don't know. It's just this one's just speaking to me today. Vucevic. I mean, right now the Raptors, they do run small. They'll roll out Siakam at the center. They're 13th in rebounds allowed right now. They're 28th in total center defense. We're not looking for points here, but realistically, I'm hoping that Vucevic doesn't get into foul trouble with how bad they play defense at the center position. And we've seen teams like. I mean, we see players like Joe Val, Julius Randle, Jarrett Allen, Mitchell Robinson, Mo Bamba all go for 14 plus rebounds against this Toronto team. So no reason that Vucevic can't join that company and be in that same category. I mean, he went for uh, he went for 15 against them just a couple games ago too. So really like this pick here at 11.5.
We've seen Vucevic get hot super early in games where after the first quarter he could have 5, 6 rebounds just in that quarter. So I do like that pick. The last guy I want to talk about, I was on him a couple nights ago. I'm back on him. Chris Paul here for PRA at 32.5. Great assisting game against Brooklyn. He ended up having 14 assists and scoring 20 points. He's just been locked in as of late, 4 out of 5 in his last five, averaging 42 PRA in the last five is really awesome to see. And it's just the scoring. He just continues to score 20 points. We know the assists will always be there for Chris Paul. It really doesn't matter who they're playing. And against this Atlanta Hawks team, they play small. It definitely hurts not having Cam Reddish on this team anymore, but DeAndre Hunter is a great defender. I think Chris Paul is going to have a lot of Trae Young on him, and I think it helps with DeAndre, and it kind of gives Chris Paul a little leeway now. He doesn't have to be the big scorer, but the streak he's been on, scoring above 20 points in about 5 to 4 straight games, has been phenomenal. And we know he can collect some rebounds, and the assists have just been off the charts as of late. So with his line dropping down to 32.5, I really like this.
Yeah, not to mention the Atlanta Hawks are on a 7 game win streak too. So, the Phoenix Suns are coming here with a little bit of extra emphasis to kind of end that streak for them. Chris Paul can have a really nice game for them, for this Suns team for sure tonight. Really like this pick. I mean, he's been balling. There's no doubt about that. And Mikal Bridges is getting the things rolling scoring wise. Average 20 points in the last 2 games. He can shoot the ball. Obviously he's got Booker. He's got weapons all around. So Chris Paul looks really good tonight. We're not sure if Trae Young's going to play, which could be scary about a blowout. Trae Young's ready to go. I think this game's going to stay really close, really competitive. But regardless, Chris Paul can go out there, even in 3 quarters, and give you this line. So really excited for these picks today, man. I think we got 4 solid picks. Let's make it another 4-0 night, man. Let's make it another 4-0. You guys have been completely supportive of us in the comment section. We had so many comments. We tried to get back to all of them yesterday. If you guys can just keep commenting down below, you're not just helping us out. You're helping out other people who are looking at the comments. So that's awesome. If you guys can please like the video, let's try to get this video up to 50 likes and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, man. And let's keep this thing rolling. So thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.